A very good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, here in the Palladium Theatre. Good afternoon! Good afternoon, may I say, don't these lovely people look fantastic this afternoon? Look at these bright colours, like we've just popped up from Nuka Hiva. You look brilliant and tropical today. Well, of course, you all know by now that we've had plenty of sessions going on throughout this cruise, you know, sometimes 2 a day for some of our people up here, practicing ever so hard every single day. Is anybody out there in a cabin with any of these people? You should be getting the medals, ladies and gentlemen. You have done ever so well. How you've both survived, I don't know. But of course, any great group, they have got a fantastic leader. Of course, teaching them all the experience of how to play a ukulele. Please get a huge round of applause. We've got Steve and Pam, who are their worthy teachers, do a fantastic job. Please give them a massive round of applause. We've got Steve over here. Pam, she's over at the back there as well. They do a fantastic job, so thank you so much to the both of you. But of course, now is that time to see whether what they've been working for has been all for everything. We're going to make sure it's going to be brilliant. We're going to make sure as well, there's going to be some sing-along tracks, I believe, in there. There's going to be ones you're going to know and love. Let's hear you singing along, swaying in your chairs, having a good time. Ladies and gentlemen, I proudly present to you our very own ukulele class entitled A Band on Ship.
Thank you, George. It's still slightly damp, by the way, George is. Hello, everyone. It's such a pleasure to see so many of you. I thought for a moment that we might outnumber you, but happily that's not the case. We are a band on ship, and we do things like this. A 1, 2, a 1, 2, 3, 4. Goodbye, go, goodbye, go. Everyone, that was absolutely wonderful. That was, of course, Jambalaya, written by Hank Williams. I'm sure you're going to know all of these songs. So please feel free to join in, sing along, clap your hands, stamp your feet, slap your thigh, slap somebody else's thigh, you never know your luck. And so there is a bylaw which states that every ukulele concert must contain a Beatles song. So here it is. It's the first one that Ringo wrote that the other three Beatles decided was good enough to record, and it goes like this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1. Many of these lovely people behind me have never picked up a musical instrument in their lives until they came onto this ship. So the amount of work, effort and commitment that they've put in over the last 5 weeks or so has been absolutely outstanding, and you are reaping the rewards of all that hard work now, and I can't thank them enough. So well done them. Is absolutely the correct response. We're going to carry on now with a song that was written and recorded by the late great American Roger Miller. Roger Miller, you may remember, was also responsible for England Swings Like a Pendulum Do, but we'll forgive him that for this one coming up because it's an absolute cracker. It's called King of the Road. If you know it, please join in. 1, 2, 3, 4. Thanks, everyone. Now, you may have noticed that we've got a couple of non-ukuleles on the stage here. We've got a couple of guitarists. But we don't hold it against them, do we? And always remember that a guitar is only a genetically modified ukulele. We also have our percussion trio back there in the corner. And we also have, thank you, percussion wags. And we also have our bass player, Pete. You may have seen Pete in the centre court last night with the Tilbury, travelling Tilburys, and brilliant, weren't they? And Pete is I'm glad to say, has joined us on the bass, because a lot of people think the ukulele is all right for sort of pretty Hawaiian, tinkly sort of songs. But let me tell you, ukuleles rock. And here, we're going to prove it. 1, 2, 3, 4. Was anyone tempted to do a bit of headbanging there? Good, glad to hear it. Well, we're going to slow things down a little bit now. Yeah, this one was written in the back of a van in about 20 minutes, back in the late 1940s. It was written and performed by a man named Ewan MacColl. And if you've never heard of Ewan MacColl, he was Kirsty MacColl's father. And this is a homage to his own hometown of Salford. Here we go then. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1. I met my love while the gasworks roll. Drink a drink while the open out. I kissed my girl by the factory door. Dirty old town. Thank you. Well, there are many ways to play a ukulele, and we chose the way that involves strumming chords to accompany a singing voice. So these lovely people behind me are not only playing, but they're singing as well. Multitasking. And they said men can't multitask. Ha. Well, our next song is, well, we're crossing the pond, going to the USA. This one was a huge hit for Ben E. King and the Drifters back in the early 60s, 62, I think. And again, it's a terrific song. If you know it, please join in. It's called Under the Boardwalk. And for this, our bass guitar player, Pete, is going to play the introduction. So over to you, Pete. Thanks very much. Isn't that a great song?
Really an absolute cracker. We've got two more for you before we vacate the stage. And I must say thank you to Tiago for allowing the ukulele group to be the choir's warm-up act. But for our penultimate song, we're going to slow things down. A great song. Who had the big hit back in the 60s with Leaving on a Jet Plane?
Peter, Paul and Mary.
You're obviously too young, most of you. It was Peter, Paul and Mary. The song was actually written, you may be surprised to learn, by none other than John Denver. Anyway, here it is, Leaving on a Jet Plane. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1. All my plans are planned, I'm ready to go. I'm standing here outside your door. I hate to wake you up to say goodbye. But the dawn is breaking, it's early morn. The taxi's waiting, it's going its horn. Already I'm so lonesome I could cry. say that we've come to our last song. Yeah, doesn't that flash by? Now, before we do this, there are a few people we must thank. Pam and I must thank the students for all the hard work and effort and commitment that they've put in. Along with that, we must thank George and all of the entertainment team for making us feel welcome and really, really part of the team. We've got to thank Sound and Lights, especially Tom, who's looked after us so well and has a really twinkly sense of humour. I'd like to thank you all for coming along to support the ukulele group this afternoon. Those of you who are wags, wives or girlfriends that's sexist, isn't it? But other halves, shall we say, of the ukulele members, thank you for your forbearance and putting up with them practicing at 3 o'clock in the morning. Last of all, I must thank someone without whom I just couldn't do this. She's my rock, my wife, my best friend, my soulmate. She's Pam. And she's also blushing. Now, I understand that up on the pool deck at 1 o'clock or thereabouts, somebody performed a version of this song that's coming up. Well, I've got to tell you, this is the official version. So, get ready to stamp, cheer and everything. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Ladies and gentlemen, let's hear the song we want you Ambience! And the crowd goes wild. Now look at these rockers on stage. Now that's got to be the biggest band you've ever seen on the 7 Seas. There's so many of them. Listen, did you enjoy that? Well, I've got one more question for you. Would you like one more? Yes! Oh, you're going to have to be better than that. Would you like one more? Yes! Well, I proudly said to you, one more final song, a special treat for you now. I'll pass you over to Steve.
Thank you, George. Yes, we've Tiago and I got our heads together and we decided that it would be lovely for the ukulele band and the choir to join forces for one song. And I believe this is another one you heard upstairs. Well, comparisons are odious, but again, here's the proper version. The choir, please stand, sit, do what you like, but we'd be delighted if you join us to sing with everyone here the song. It's what we're all doing. We're all sailing. A 1 and a 2 and a 3 and a 4 and...
Next noise, the partnership featuring special guest Tiago and his Ambience choir. Fantastic. One more time. Let's hear it for Ambience Ukulele Partnership. What a great photograph that was, mate. Make sure you get a few snaps of that. Brilliant stuff. Well, one more time, ladies and gentlemen, I think it's right that we say a big special mention to our wonderful teacher board who do such an amazing job. Ukulele players today do a fantastic job at teaching you. Yeah. One more time, let's hear Steve, a pound! Thank you, a pound on ship. It's been a pleasure, thank you, Steve.